News when you want it with Bloomberg News Now. I'm Monica Rix. Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang insists the company's proposed $100 billion investment in OpenAI was never a commitment, and he told reporters today in Taiwan it would consider any funding rounds one at a time. Huang described Nvidia's potential investment in OpenAI as huge, but says it won't come close to $100 billion. President Trump confirms he's refused to tell Gulf allies his plan for potential U.S. intervention on Iran, but did talk to reporters on Air Force One and says talks are in progress.
If you could make a negotiated deal that would be satisfactory with no nuclear weapons, they should do that, but I don't know that they will, but they are talking to us. Seriously talking to us.
Trump has yet to say whether and how he might use force, but the Wall Street Journal reports American airstrikes on Iran are not imminent because the Pentagon's moving additional air defenses to better protect Israel and its Arab allies, just in case Iran retaliates. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky says there is no confirmation whether its widespread blackouts are the result of a cyber attack, but they are affecting Ukraine and Moldova. The outages follow Russian strikes on Ukraine's energy grid during extreme cold, ahead of more potential peace talks between U.S., Russian, and Ukrainian officials. Millions of Americans could lose SNAP benefits this month thanks to new work requirements. Eric Mitchell runs the Alliance to End Hunger in Washington, D.C.
The folks who are going to be impacted by these changes are families with children under 18, older Americans up to age 65.
Exemptions have also been removed for homeless people and veterans. Supporters of SNAP changes say they're necessary to combat waste and fraud. Bitcoin keeps falling. It's now dropped below $79,000 this morning, its lowest level since last April. First week of a new month, and that means a pile of reports about jobs are expected this week. Bloomberg's Andrew O'Day has a preview.
Tuesday, we get the Labor Department's Job Openings and Labor Turnover Survey, or JOLTS, for December, forecast to show an increase in ads from a slide in November. Wednesday, paycheck processor ADP issues its tally of business job creation for January. Thursday, we get the latest read of new jobless claim filings. It all leads up to the Labor Department's big employment report Friday, likely to show only 65,000 more total jobs added than lost. Andrew O'Day, Bloomberg Radio.
Ahead of its earnings report this week, Peloton cut 11% of its payroll. Sources tell Bloomberg those cuts will mostly affect engineers working on tech and enterprise-related efforts. It follows last year's launch of the company's new AI-powered bikes and treadmills, which got off to a sluggish sales start. Disney's also expected to post results this week, with forecasters looking for a 12% drop in profit stemming from high marketing expenses for its latest Avatar film and the launch of a new Disney cruise ship. CEO Bob Iger's decision to step down at the end of the year could also shake things up. And earnings reports from some big U.S. manufacturers and transportation companies in the last week now show President Trump's policies on trade and energy are putting a bit of a squeeze on the sector's profits. Here's Bloomberg's Charlie Pellett.
Caterpillar, which imports raw materials and parts for construction equipment, said it expects the president's levies to cost them about $2.6 billion this year. Railroad Norfolk Southern says trade policy is eroding demand for some of its business lines, and shipping giant UPS said trade flows are shifting in a way that's pressuring margins. Power equipment company GE Vernova took a hit after the Trump administration required work to stop on a wind farm off the coast of Massachusetts. Charlie Pellett, Bloomberg Radio.
Congress remains divided over how to prevent another air tragedy a year after a mid-air collision killed 67 people over D.C. Bloomberg's Amy Morris is in Washington.
A bipartisan group of senators is pushing for more surveillance technology in aircraft. A bipartisan group in the House wants to wait, but they'll review the NTSB report and then decide what to do. The NTSB made 48 safety recommendations, and they warned that they have to be implemented or this could happen again. This past week marked the one-year anniversary of the crash between an Army helicopter and a passenger plane near Reagan National Airport. In Washington, Amy Morris, Bloomberg Radio.
And that's news when you want it with Bloomberg News Now. I'm Monica Rix, and this is Bloomberg.